Imagine this. You wake up in the morning. Everything seems normal, but there's a strange pressure in your chest. You brush it off. Blame it on your age, the weather, a bad night's sleep. You make some coffee, but with each passing minute, breathing gets harder. Your strength fades like someone's siphoning your energy. You call 911. The wait time, 17 minutes. You lie down on the floor. Your phone slips from your hand, and maybe, just for a moment, a photo of your granddaughter flashes on the screen. The last thing you ever see. Your heart couldn't take it. It wasn't ready. But the scariest part? It didn't happen because of age, stress, or smoking. The real reason was in your fridge. Literally. It happened because of something most people think is completely normal. Something sitting on your shelf right now. Margarine. Seems harmless, right? We've known it since childhood. It's cheaper than butter, advertised for decades. Our grandmothers used it. It's part of cultural memory. But the truth, hidden for years, is terrifying. Margarine contains trans fats, not just any fat. These are molecules distorted in a lab. The human body can't break them down. They penetrate your cells, embed into membranes, trigger inflammation, disrupt metabolism, and damage your heart's blood vessels. Silently, painlessly, without warning. Even while you sleep, your heart keeps working. But if you ate something with margarine the night before, those trans fats are already disrupting the vessel walls. Bad cholesterol rises. Tissues become fragile. Tiny arteries feeding the heart start cracking from the inside. And you have no idea. The story of 72-year-old Ellen from Minnesota is tragic, but common. She was active and cheerful, made toast every morning, and slathered it generously with margarine. She thought it was a light and healthy option. One morning during breakfast, she felt a sharp chest pain, collapsed next to the toaster, rushed to intensive care. She died 6 days later. The diagnosis, aortic rupture. The doctor told her daughter, "Your mother would have needed titanium arteries to survive what she ate every day. Her vessels were like tissue paper. They didn't stand a chance." This isn't a rare case. Margarine is not food. It's a technological product, designed not for health, but to cut production costs. There is no such thing as a little, once in a while, or out of habit. Even one portion can trigger a process you can't reverse. So now, go to your fridge, open the door, look carefully. Is there anything labeled margarine or spread with added vegetable oils? Do you see butter that's been sitting there way too long and doesn't list clear ingredients? If yes, you found the problem. Get rid of it, immediately. Not after this video. Not on Monday. Now. Because your heart won't wait. Because one night might be the night. But that's just the first enemy. The next product is even more insidious. It's not in your fridge. It's in your pantry, and it hides behind a mask of health. You open your kitchen cabinet. Inside, familiar boxes, bright packaging with green labels promising health, energy, and heart care. Whole grains, high in fiber, low fat. Everything looks so right, but inside that pantry lies one of the top causes of nighttime heart attacks. It's your breakfast, the one you've trusted for years, the one smiling doctors promote on the front of the box: cornflakes, muesli, healthy bars, cereal. But you're missing the big picture. These products aren't food. They're sugar disguised as health, made from refined carbs that instantly convert to glucose. If you eat them in the morning, they cause a sharp insulin spike. If you eat them at night, your body doesn't stand a chance. At that hour, your heart's vessels are at their most vulnerable, and high glucose combined with inflammation? Deadly. You don't feel the danger. Everything seems fine. But that illusion is the real threat. Ron's story from Texas proves it. He was 68, seemed healthy, never smoked, worked as an accountant, loved cereal with milk and banana for breakfast and dinner, thought he was eating right. But one morning, his wife found him on the kitchen floor, unconscious, heart failure. The hospital confirmed. Acute coronary syndrome caused by chronic vascular inflammation. He never knew sugar had been attacking his arteries, every day. Quietly, relentlessly. The sugar wasn't in candy. It was in his healthy breakfast. And this is a widespread issue. Food companies deceive us beautifully. The front of the box shows green fields and phrases about B vitamins. But flip it over and read the ingredients. You'll see sugar listed second or third. Often it's disguised under names like maltodextrin, corn syrup, or fructose. But your body sees it all the same, an attack. After such a healthy breakfast, inflammation begins in your bloodstream. And at night, when your heart should be resting, it's fighting to survive. And sometimes it loses. That's why the worst heart attacks don't happen during runs. They happen in sleep. People never wake up. Loved ones find them in the morning. No struggle, no goodbye. But you can stop it. First, quit the morning cereals, especially those that promise energy, health, or the perfect figure. It's marketing. It's a trap. Second, ditch all those heart-healthy bars with oats and snack-friendly labels. They're just desserts disguised as diet food. Third, never eat these products at night, before bed. That's a direct route to inflammation and heart overload. If you want to protect your memory, mobility, freedom, and your family's respect, start your day differently. Not with cereal, but with protein, with veggies, with fats that truly support your heart, like olive oil or nuts. But be ready. The next product is even more dangerous. It doesn't hide in marketing. It hides in your memories, in the smells of childhood, in warm feelings, and that's what makes it so destructive. There's a scent we all know. Warm, buttery, slightly sweet. It drifts in from the kitchen on a Saturday morning. Someone's baking cookies, or a pie, or rolls using Grandma's treasured recipe. In that moment, everything feels right. The house is cozy, the grandkids are laughing, and you feel like you're caring for your family. It feels that way. But behind that comforting smell could be an enemy. One that doesn't make a sound, doesn't spoil, and doesn't raise suspicion. Not until it's far too late. We're talking about shortening. That baking fat still used in kitchens across the country. It's added to dough, to creams, to crusts. It's cheap, soft, and has a long shelf life. But it's also one of the most destructive sources of trans fats. These fats aren't natural. They're man-made. Their structure is altered, and your body doesn't recognize them. Instead of processing or removing them, your body incorporates them into your cells. And when those cells belong to your heart, that's when the real disaster begins. Shortening molecules accumulate in the heart muscle, spark inflammation, make the heart weak and vulnerable. It's called fatty degeneration of the myocardium. Sound complicated? Let's make it real. Your heart turns soft, like a sponge. It stops pumping efficiently. It begins to suffocate. The story of 74-year-old Helen from Ohio is a painful reminder. She baked every week. Chocolate chip cookies, walnut bars, vanilla pastries. She truly believed she was doing good, that she was passing on a tradition. A year later, her heart was twice its normal size. Diagnosis: cardiomyopathy. Doctors explained the heart tissue had undergone fatty degeneration. Muscle cells were replaced with fat. Now she lives with a pacemaker that regulates her heartbeat. Without it, she can't even breathe while lying down. Her granddaughter said something the doctors will never forget. "I thought Grandma's cookies made us happy, but they broke her heart." The problem? No one warns us, because shortening isn't banned. It's cheap. It's in commercial pastries, in crackers, cakes, and store-bought cookies. It's in your recipes. You may not have even known, but all this time, it's been working. Slowly, steadily, building up in tissues, disrupting your metabolism, increasing your risk of heart failure. What can you do? Stop using shortening completely. Not in baked goods, not in frosting, not just this once. Read the labels. Avoid anything that says partially hydrogenated oil or shortening. That's trans fat. Replace it with butter, coconut oil, or olive oil. Yes, it costs more. But what is your heart worth? This isn't just a dietary choice. It's a decision about your future mobility, memory, and independence. About whether you'll be walking through your home or lying in it, hooked to machines. And most importantly, this isn't just about food. It's about what we pass on. If you teach your children and grandchildren to bake with trans fats, you're not giving them a tradition, you're handing them a threat. One day, they might say to a doctor what Helen's granddaughter said. But now comes the hardest part. And it's not about ingredients or labels or food. It's about you, your choices, and the one thing you can't run from. We've talked about margarine, about cereals, about baked goods made with shortening. We've shown you what's destroying the heart. But the truth is, the biggest threat isn't in any of those products. The most dangerous thing in your kitchen is indifference. Not to food, to yourself. It starts with simple thoughts. But I've always eaten this way. At my age, it's too late to change. I don't drink or smoke. That's enough. But behind these phrases hides the real killer, what makes people weak, helpless, and forgotten. Not fat, not sugar, but inaction, slow, steady, silent. You don't even notice it. But like rust, it eats you from the inside, day by day. You think you still have time. You think real problems only happen to other people. But while you stall, your body makes its own decisions. Arteries narrow, memory fades, blood pressure jumps, and before you realize it, you're not in control of your body. Your body controls you. While you say, "It's just margarine," your heart is cracking from inflammation. While you postpone change, your heart prepares its farewell. But the worst part, it's not even you. The worst part is them. The ones who love you. The ones who'll have to change your sheets. The ones who'll drive you to appointments. The ones who'll be forced to say what no child should ever have to say. My mom didn't take care of herself. Now she can't take care of anyone. You can be a burden or a source of strength. The choice isn't in a cardiogram. It's on your kitchen shelf. This isn't about food. It's about responsibility. For yourself, for your body, for the people around you. The heart isn't made of steel. It doesn't break all at once. It endures for years, until one day it goes silent. No warning, no pain. Just stops. And then what? Who will remember how strong you were? Who will get to say goodbye? Who will pick up the photo from the floor and whisper, "Why didn't she change anything?" You are not powerless. You have strength, right now, to take control, to take a step, to begin. It doesn't take money, it doesn't take doctors. It takes one thing, a decision. Open your cabinet, look in your fridge. Don't just look at the labels, look into the future. It's there, between the margarine and the cereal, between a recipe and a habit. Make the decision. Not tomorrow, not next month, now. Because it might save your life, or the life of someone who can't live without you.